Hi there, well this is Jason again. This is just continuing my sort of tour and tips for creating news-based articles and integrated skills materials based around news articles. Now in the previous part to this series of videos, I basically looked at mostly the receptive stuff, so how to actually sort of put an article together, include a pic, include a URL to audio-based versions of that if you can, how to follow up that reading article with some vocabulary work and some basic comprehension questions. And then we talked about how to build a listening follow-up which goes to the core of the topic and then creates a listening script about that as a follow-up to the actual news article. So it's more of the sort of general content-based knowledge that we follow up with there. And then I finished up that with talking about this talk time. So we've moved out of the reading comprehension, listening practice, listening comprehension. Now we're going into the talking. And as I said in the previous tutorial for this, basically the idea is to go with our general theme or topic, create a very short dialogue which two students can perform together, and then they can actually ask questions to the class about what they've said. And this would be moving into the sort of second lesson, I guess, or second stage of using this kind of material. So we'll go on from here. Now we've done talk time, as I said, we've done reading, we've done listening, we've done some dialogue work here where two students got up and spoke and then asked the class some questions about what they spoke about. And then we're going to go into more speaking, but it's more class discussion now. So we've got this this page here, and the idea is that we're going to choose sort of three general prompts that are related to our news article and the general topic that could be related to the news article. We've come up with three general questions that the learners can then record their own answers in response to. So they can look at each question, write their own answer, and then they can ask up to three other friends those questions and see what they think in response to those questions. So it's a class discussion. You know, we could adapt those prompts if we wanted to, but for the purposes of these videos I'm talking about teacher-led materials where we prepare everything in advance. So we'd probably want to put these prompts in first. So we've to see how that sort of works, we've done a sort of performance with two students having a sort of interactive dialogue which we have prepared in advance, and we've talked about that, and it's very important then to follow up with a chance for everybody to talk around this general topic and to actually go and ask people questions and record little notes to see what they talked about, and then we can, at the end of that activity as a class, we can get together and report what we found out, what other children thought. Then we've moved through speaking, and now we're going into writing. If you look over here, and basically the idea here is that we want the learners to write an email or something like things. You could even include it on things like Twitter or Facebook. But we're going to give them a notice, or again, we're still within our theme or our topic that was introduced in the news article, but here we've got a notice, and we want the learners to read that notice and then respond with a short email. So it's a sort of a real-world skill, more of a personal writing skill for communicative purposes, and then we can move on from there to more of an essay style question, I guess, if that's what you think is appropriate for your learners. We've worked through all of this reading and listening and dialogue and discussion. We've written an email or sort of an interactive writing sort of activity. Now we can do something a little bit more reflective, a little bit deeper in terms of thinking about this general topic. We can give them a general topic and have them write their response here. And I followed that up with here, G, talk about it. The idea here is that we've gone through all of these things. With this writing topic, we can actually get them to try and talk about it as well, whether it's in class or online through an online recording facility like something like Voxapop. So we can just follow that up with another little speaking activity to sort of summarize everything. And then over here on the last page, we've basically got our answer key. So there's a quick whirlwind tour for you.